Okay, I'm back once again. Let's get back into the endless, shall we? I got my bistro potion pop in the lower 200s. Possibly might make it into the 300s with this. Maybe a little get over ambitious for myself, but I want to see how far we can go. I believe the highest that I made it so far with Hydrus is about high 200s, maybe early 300s. But I'm looking to try and break the limits, as they would say, in some card games. Limit Break is from a card game / anime some people may not know about, or may have known about. If you know me for a few years, you will have seen it. The card game / video game was somewhat popular in the mid 2000s, which is Card Fight Vanguard. It's a card game where you take and put higher level cards on top of it. So it went from 0, 1, 2, 3. And you can have up to 3 cards with boosting cards in the back to help make them stronger, and use cards out of your hands in order to block attacks or reduce the damage of the attacks. It was a cool game. I quit Yu-Gi-Oh! To play that game because I didn't like the direction that Yu-Gi-Oh! was going. It was around the part where you had to like put like overlay or something like that. Oh man, this guy is not playing very nice. I'm not doing too hot right now. Okay, let me focus a little more on this endless right here. I need to start getting some transferences off eventually. Can I get one off right here? I can. Can I get another one off? Alright, I can. Oh yeah, definitely not going to worry about transference with that one. This one I can probably do it right here. I'm playing a little bit risky right now just because I need to get some ward back. I'm not going to try it out on that one, but I'll take the Orns for sure. I'll do this one. Let's see, what can I do in this predicament? Oh my goodness. Whew. Hooey, man. I need to get some more health back before I can do another transference. I could possibly do another one right now. Let's see what we can get. Not, definitely not. Oh no! Thank you for using Ice Affinity. That was gonna be a little sketch. We're making some good recovery moves right now. Oh yeah, I'll definitely transfer into the lower mobs right here. Ooh, big boy. Or big dragon. Alright. There we go. Okay, we are back at somewhat full ward, so that's good. And the 260s. I think we might actually go farther than we did with the with the Realm Shifter Corvus in the other run. So that's swell. Neato. I'm using a couple of cool and other phrases. I am losing ward turns, but that's okay. I'll figure out a way. Yes, this is why I brought Gale Seal to use in the lower mobs in order to get some ward turns back. Not on you. Oh, god damn it, Immortal Lord. Why? It's always the damn Immortal Lords that get you. Oh well, I got a couple of thousand Orns from that, or a couple million Orns, so that's pretty cool. So there's the stats right there. And then for my third build, we are going over to the Heretic. Now, I actually might consider actually putting some Ascension levels in this. And after looking at the materials it requires, I'm going to say no, because I'm actually trying to upgrade some new equipment for a tower build that requires titanium. And Balorite's not the easiest to come by. Maybe one day when I get some more of those stocked up, then I can do that. Oh well, let me go and show you the build right now. So this is what I got. Similar, it's almost exactly to the Beowulf Hydrus, but the second wind and feebleness amenity is what I'm using. So let me show you what that one is. SEC, second wind and feebleness. So you have a chance to recover 5 to 7% of your maximum mana and HP when landing a crit. Spells cost 50% more mana, and you will stature decrease by 40% when defending a territory. Let me see what this one is. That one is not what I want. Far lower stats. I mean, I could try it, but most likely I'm going to use this one instead, which will allow me to recover HP and mana whenever I crit, as you'll see right here. Ultimate cost 450. There we go. It's going to take a while. But as you can see, I'm kind of like losing more mana than I'm gaining back. And the health isn't looking too swell as well, so I will have to drain sometimes when I don't get it. So this isn't my most preferred way to do endless, but it is a way. I most likely would have wanted to only use the Berserk 1 and 3 rather than using 1, 2, and 3, just because it takes a lot of health away. I'll be using Twin Blast quite a lot in order to make sure that I maintain some good mana management. I usually want to stay around 30% mana is the goal for me. Other people may consider going a little bit lower, but I want to make sure that I have enough mana in order to still be low enough mana to where I get the Iconoblast ability, where I get the most tankiness, magic, defense from having that lower mana percentage, but also recognizing and managing my mana overall. So how I can see it is that I do like 2 crits to bring me back into the mid 30s, lower 40s, and then I can comfortably spam this every once in a while. So from what I can see, 326, 367. So I would recover around 75, 80% of the mana for the crits. Maybe it gets a little bit more, but pretty good range. I don't really go under 1,000/2,000. No, I'll go under 2,000. Just really don't want to be under 1,000 that much, just because it's kind of hard to get that low in management. Because if I get a miss like this, then I don't want to be too low of health. I am gonna Panacea this right here to get that magic to come back. And now I can comfortably spam my abilities without worrying. It doesn't help when they don't crit, because I believe it was supposed to be like 100% crit chance. But okay, game, I see how it is. Playing around with my crit chance RNG. I mean, I can let me take a real quick break at this Beowulf. Go here, go to stats. I'm at 48. Ah, that makes sense. So where can I change it to get the 54? It's gonna have to be the legs. I mean 55. Alrighty, let's got this stuff finished upgrading. So now I can start cooking that another time. But what I'm gonna do is type in hell, HEL, go here. Alright, so I'm going to take out these troll feathers, even though I love them so dearly. 48, so I need 7 more percent. So what I can do is take out 1, 2. So that means that I went down from 48 to 46. That's 8. 54. So we'll need to keep at least 1 troll feather in there. If my math serves me well to a certain extent. So let's go. No, I don't want to use that. I want that. Hell. Going with the crit. 1. 2. We'll put in the ornate true feather just to be a little fancy pants, shall we? And let's see, how is my math? Alright, it's on point. There's my stats right there. And back into my castle to battle. Oh, you blocked it. Isn't that swell? Well, thankfully I was able to drain you right there. So there we go. Now I got the crit rate that's needed. That's also another pro tip, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you double check your stats and your gear before you start Endless. Because if you don't, then you can encounter a situation where you didn't crit when you really wanted to crit in order to survive. I've had that happen to me more times than I'd like to admit, but those are the battle scars of experience points that I learn in life, and I like to learn from them and keep on moving forward rather than letting them hold me back. Alright. Yeah, I think around 900 to 1,000 to me I think would be a good amount of mana to stay at. Because it gives you a little safety net / cushion to help you out whenever you are in a pickle. Some other builds that I will be cooking up / working on in the future are gonna be a deity build and a Gilgamesh build. The Gilgamesh build will probably be the least Orn efficient, and I've already went back on what I said. I dropped lower than the mana that I needed to be because I'm getting sidetracked by sharing my future plans and thoughts. So focus on right now and just focus on looking at the screen. Good old H-Trainer Kevo. But yes, as I was reminiscing in my thoughts that the Gilgamesh is probably going to be the least Orn efficient or Orn maximum gains, but also has the most potential for the deepest of the endless. I will be using the Spike Great Shield and the Tower Axe with Ward Regeneration. I'll be using my Accessories Amenity with Oracle, probably. I'll try it out with Oracle, and I'll try it out with Cataphract Spect. Oh my goodness, I'm already 86 and I'm missing attacks. Not looking too bueno or good right now. That big crit did help out a good amount. But yeah, I'm gonna actually. Nah, actually, I might have. I don't know. Gilgamesh is definitely going to take a lot of cooking. I'm going to reach out to the Gilgamesh community and see what brainstorming and ideas I can bounce off with people, because I want to have the Ashen Ruby in there to help counterbalance the healing that I'm going to need, because Gilgamesh doesn't have the Life Siphon ability, or like health regeneration is not really focused on crit, so I can't use the amenity that I have right now with Heretic with it. I could possibly use like a max health regeneration amenity, but then I'll be losing out on bonuses. So I might have to go with the Finesse Great Sword strat, because it has the most attack for a sword that's not a tower weapon. It has a lot of slots in it. And I can put a couple of Mammon Jewels, the Pet Jewels in it, and have that help me lifesteal, because I plan on using Grim Stance. So you'll see there's 3 different stances in the game. There is the Aegir stance, which gives you increased defense and resilience at the cost of your attack and magic power. There is the Grim stance, which gives you greater attack power at the cost of a damage over time or dot applied to you. Let me see, is my Wi-Fi on? Yes, it is. And then there is the last one's escaping me, but it's the hybrid stance, which increases your hybrid damage but lowers your pet act rate, basically making your pet useless. The third, and then there's certainly a fourth one, there's the globe stance, which makes your ward, makes you not take ward damage, so you take the damage directly, which is probably the worst one out there, TBH, because you kind of don't have like 100 million health in order to take any hits, so it's kind of important to have some type of ward absorption in there. Don't know what Northern Forge was thinking when they created that stance. It was released about a year ago, I think, or maybe close to a year ago, and I believe it's actually coming up next month, so I'll definitely be able to take and show off at least 2 out of the 4 different special weapon stances that they are in the game. But back to focusing on my Heretic Endless run. As you can see, I've somewhat managed my mana around a good balance right here, alternating between Twin Blast and the good old Ultima to get me trucking along. An alternate thing you can use if you don't have a good questing staff is an Arisen Terror. It has some differences that the questing staff doesn't have. For example, the questing staff will give you experience points, and the Arisen Terror will not, but it'll still give you gold and Orn gains. And one of the pros that the Arisen Terror has over the questing staff is that it has more magic power, which can definitely help in the long run, especially if you're going into the deeper endless where your attacks will not always be doing 5 million damage like I just did to that poor Arisen Ballard Gateway. Thank you for the drops, of course. But the challenging part as well is that sometimes you may not be able to keep your war turns up, even though I'm doing pretty well here, I'd have to say. I'm not doing too well in the hitting this Immortal Lord. Immortal Lords are the bane of many people's existences. Legendary Kills Racer, I don't need that one. You don't need. I could probably turn off the dismantle for legendaries, but I'll get back to that another time. While I got them boost going right now with the coins and the XP potion and the Vulcan's brew and the daily rewards quest, I'm gonna take and do as much as I can with this. I'm getting into the 150s, which is where when I was doing my original Heretic before Ultima, when I was lower level, when I first started Endless, was where I usually died or I started encountering a lot of problems. Just because, as I shared earlier, it's mobs get a little bit harder to hit the higher you go on the floor. You're not always going to guarantee to hit every single attack you get. Finvolk, I'm getting you. It also requires a little bit of wisdom and experience to know which mobs that are lower health or have lower resistance that you can alternate between the Twin Blast and the Ultima Strikes. Like I could Twin Blast this one, but I want to be a little bit lower mana. Definitely Ultima Strikes the big Radion and the Zergs, of course. And eventually the Twin Blast will not really be as effective as just using Ultima or risking it some turns and using a health potion. But that's where the event mobs come. Usually I will have a lot of benefit in Twin Blasting them to regain some mana and health back by not using actual ability. Ooh, Gilgamesh. Thank you. Alright, I'm getting pretty low. Alright, I can Twin Blast right here. Very nice. Ooh, give me those Orns. And like I shared again, or I'm going to restate again, you don't get as many Orns / gold / experience points as the previous two builds. I kind of went from higher to middle to low. But it's still a really cool thing to have in mind if this is the class that you decided to play and you prefer not to invest in a new class or don't have the gear per se for the other classes. And that's one reason why I want to take and make a deity and a Gilgamesh to give some variety for people who are wondering what build can I use. I'm not quite keen / interested in really trying out with the Summoner class line. It's a class that I stated in my first live stream today or tomorrow, depending on what time zone you're in. Shout out to the people in Asia and Europe, which are probably, I would have to say, about 70% ish of the Orna community that I talk to. Oh, we got ourselves some Hydra. Thank you for not attacking me. That's also where the bonus gear stands, but getting back to it, most of the people that are probably going to be watching this are in America because it's currently late. It's currently early morning / middle of the night, possibly in some parts of Europe, and in Asia it's probably morning or evening right now. But I appreciate every viewer that does tune in and watch my videos. I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart to say thank you for supporting my channel and watching my videos. Content creation is something that I really like because it's one way for me to take and give back to community, friends, and family members by sharing my life through technology, through this recording or live stream, depending on if you're watching it or not. Most likely you'll be watching the recording. Getting a little bit of, and finally get into the 200s, and I died. Big surprise because I missed a drain on a mob. Kind of sad, but I got into the 200s at least, so that's something. That was the 3 builds that I showed today. The average was low to mid 200s between the two. Were there things I could have done better or improved upon in the game? Most indubitably or surely, yes, there was some things I can do. But overall, after about an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes of farming without all the boosts, I got over 50 million Orns, which isn't that bad. I'd give it myself and my own personal ratings with this, a score with 3 different builds. I'd give myself a solid 7, 8 out of 10. I could have used more experience points, more boosters, and more thinking, even though it's almost 10 o'clock over here in the central time zone. What I'm going to do right now for the remaining part of my 28 minutes that I have left is I might try and do one more Corvus, just because I want to gain more experience in using Corvus. I feel like I've gotten some pretty decent experience points, or pretty experience in general, with the Beowulf Hydrus, and then with the Heretic. I'm not the biggest fan of it, even though I can see the potential and the power of it, especially with more ascension levels. But I also went in the ranking of ascension levels for what class I wanted to use. As you can see right here, I have 19 in Heretic, and then if I go, I'm going to go in from lower to highest. And if I go to Hydrus, I have 21. And then if we go all the way over to Realm Shifter, I have 33. So I'm kind of more leaning towards the higher ascension levels rather than the lower ascension levels for what I want to focus my endless on during the event. I believe that the speed is kind of more favored towards the Beowulf Hydrus and the Heretic for damage wise, at least for speed. But as for survivability and safety, I want to lean more towards the Realm Shifter because of Resurgence and because of Mystic Feather. So let me take and do a live setup real quick for that. I'm going to go back this way to Raider. Go to Beowulf Hydrus. Let me change this to the prep. This is what I mainly use for prep. Gorgon's Eyes and the Pestilence in there to help resist the chance of getting inflicted by status ailments. Got my really fancy ornate fire Old Northern Crown in the top. And of course the other trinkets for that. We'll just do this one up here. Let me double check. Changing my follower to Super Boof Pet, or the good old Yeti. Alright, here we go. 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 Bryn healed. And the standard buffing. Can't do anything to me, Haiti, while I have my tankiness gear. And then another class that I'm interested in probably getting next for the tower class, which will be my, let me put my hand down so you can see, number 7 would be the Beowulf Argua, or Beowulf A. So there's the H and A, there's 2 different ones. That one has a really cool endless thing where you can just use a shield and have your pet do all the heavy lifting while you just block all the damage with Bastion with the defense immunity. So those are always cool to use. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just start spamming 4. There we go, we got all those. And here's everyone's favorite part, where I will take and reconnect the app because it disconnected, because that's always fun. There we go, and I am back in a couple of seconds after the program decides to take and register any second now. Always, I think it's probably been, no, it's not been an hour, but technical difficulties are always the funnest. But I'm going to go by the play-by-play with you right now since it's not showing on the screen. We're going back to my keep, going to followers, taking off the followers again. And then I'm going to spam Fortify for a couple minutes straight. I know this is the most exhilarating live action content that you never would have thought would be possible. Alright, Streamlabs, what's good? Alright, I'm connected. But can you show up on the screen, please? That would be really, I would really appreciate it. Wait, turn it off, turn it, there we go. Never fails, a good old turn it off and turn it back on. So now I'm just going to sit here and mash the good old Fortified 3 till I get, I'm going to say about 200. We'll do 230 because I turned 30 this month. It's not going to take that long because I don't have to worry about my pet or me killing the Haiti, because it doesn't have any self-inflicting damage over time things. Let's continue on. Continue on. We're almost into the 200s. Speed run. Oh, the one thing I didn't want to happen. Put to sleep. But that's alright. I needed to restart my mana anyway. No nightmare. No, I do not want nightmare. No thank you. No sleepy for me. I will go to sleep eventually, but not right now. And now we berserk. Use a berserk mushroom. And now we go get the follower. The Fey Chimera, or the Liger Kitty, as I like to call it. Go back. Spam fortify a couple more times until it gives me my Last Berserk buff. Any minute now. There we go. Perfecto. 240. Swap over to the Oracle. Go to follower. Gotta bust out the Shadow Moltres, you know what I mean. And 2 clicks over to the left. Double check, make sure the gear's there. If not, remember, it's already preset gear for a reason. And now we're back at it. We got about 19 minutes left on this. We may pop another one if we're still alive after 19 minutes. Oh, that's right. I'm a little bit ward short, but that's alright. If I ever get some low ward, then I'll implement the ward recovery strategy. But now, on top of yawning, I'm going to make sure that I get some more water so I can be hydrated. The one thing I do like about Corvus is that it does a lot of damage for being a crit class, a crit melee class, without having to invest too much into the crit damage amenities, which I will probably use if I face a really strong Zerk opponent. Then I have, if my brain decides to use its brain cells for good, we'll have used the good old gargle petrify strategy for that. But for now, we'll take and continue to grind on. So far, so good. I'm thinking I'm going to get into the mid 200s easily within the next 18 or so minutes that I have left of the boost, as long as I keep on going on this trajectory of flying through the floors. My goal is to get back over 1 billion Orns during the Orn event, or leading up into the Orn event, due to the Rift Falls being so juicy and chock full of Orns. And I'm looking forward to the new Distorted Rift Fall event. Something that's pretty dope, I'm gonna say, because it's got some cool gear for other builds. In the 40s now. Let me try and do some very complicated play-by-play. He presses continue, then he presses the attack. And he does the same thing over and over again. Attack. Continue. Attack. Oh wow, that's a big crit. Oh, he's got his defog channel. 500k crit. Another one. He's getting all the war turns back. Wowee. No way. He's got almost 100,000 Orns now. And then another one. 98. When is he going to get it? Oh my god, another attack continue. Who would have thought that next? But in all seriousness, this is really not as... Oh, there's my... He made his first blunder right here using a normal attack. And he got blocked. Uh-oh. He used a dragon attack. I'm immune. He got the crit. 142. There we go. Oh, Zerk. 342. Wow. Can he go all the way? Ladies and gentlemen, can he go the distance? He's going for speed. Forgot the rest of the lyrics of the song, but if you know the song, you know it. In the 60s now. Attack continue once again. Wow. This dude, man, I never know what I need to do next. Ooh, 76 right there from the Zerk one. Getting those rift locks, all those materials. Come on, drop. Yes, I need hardened steel. I need like this 4 or 5,000 casually. Some for ascends, and then couple for other gear. There we go. Nice 789k crit right there. That Beowulf did not know what happened to him. Keep on trucking along. We're going to get into those 200s, maybe even 300s. My goal is to get into the 300s. Will we get it? Find out on this episode of Dragon Ball Kevin. It's not Dragon Ball Z, because then I don't want to get super copyrighted, but you know. This is, I am the main protagonist and boss and everything in this stream. That is mine. So thank you everyone again for tuning in and watching it and recording, or if you're live, thank you for being live. Ooh, we're in the 80s now, starting to get some good Orns from defeating the monsters. The lower ones are starting to get more and more. Ooh, round shift for 222k, nice. Charon 52, alright. Ifrit, you got the second chance. I wish I had a spell that just guaranteed to execute him even through second chance. That'd probably be a little bit too broken first. And second mistake, firing a dragon attack on a dragon monster, but luckily he didn't kill me. So thank you for not killing me. Oh, first miss that I've noticed, at least. Very, very not happy about that. But it's part of the RNG life that is part of mobile games. You're not always guaranteed to get everything on the first shot, first hit, first pull, insert first blank. In a game where RNG is a factor. But that's also the thrill. Third mistake right there. We'll go with the Shadowed Earth Strike right here. 753k. Another one. I got you this time. 800. 185. Oh, we're in the hundreds already. Nice. We're moving forward very fast. Give me your orange Gradion and your keys. I can always use more keys. I burn through keys in dungeons very fast. One can say I'm a very key spender. Get it? Key spender. Okay, dad jokes aside. Ooh. 69, nice. Carbon. Little orange, but I'll take your herbs you got on you. Ooh, there we go. 957 right there from Berserk. Heretic, thank you for stopping by. Nice. Let's keep on trucking along. Let's go. Oh, mistake number 4 right there. Lightning strike, here we go. Alright, I'm okay with killing the Chimera first because he can status ailment me, and I do not want to be status ailment because then that gives me a chance of dying because I have to use a panacea or cure all. We're making great strides so far in our game. What do we got for time right now? 11 minutes. So I mean 133 floors in about 8 minutes or change, or 7 minutes and change depending on how you look at it. So we're definitely on track for the 200s. 300s will be cutting it close. It depends on RNG. If we get second chance monsters, then it's going to take more time, of course. Having the lose ward and such will also eat away at the time clock, of course. But, you know, it is what it is. think Asmongold says that. Pretty cool dude. Thank you for not confusing me very much, Mimic. I would definitely not want to be confused. That's on the top of the list that are not on my to-do list today. Alright, Earth Strike right here. That's number 5 or 6 mistakes. But that's alright. Who's counting except for me? If you're counting in the chat or in the video, post how many times I made a error mistake on this endless right here. Because you learn from your experiences and your mistakes that you make in life. So the more that I acknowledge and become aware of it, then the more I can be a better farmer or gamer. I like how when my friend Guido Man said maybe farmer compilation or something along the lines of that. I feel like that would be a great thing to possibly add to the name or maybe adjust the name, even though I do enjoy Ace Trainer Kevo because that is who I am. I do think that for marketing and discoverability, having a unique name would allow me to come out, even though I'm not saying that Ace Trainer Kevo is unique. It's not quite as grabbing as like Farmer Compilation Kevo kind of thing. Heretic, thank you for your 520 or in the 160s. Continue to truck forward, not looking back whatsoever. Thank you, Scooter, for the 51K. Thors are going to get soon be dropping 100Ks once I get further down. Oh, thank you for not lowering my attack or hitting me hard. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Keep on swimming, keep on swimming, swimming, swimming. Getting closer to the 200s already. Probably under 10 minutes right now. Probably got 7, 8 minutes. Let's see what we got real quick. Oh, right under 8 minutes. Oh man, I'm pretty spot on. I'd say 9 out of 10 accuracy right there. Getting a little bit low on the mana, but that's alright. I think I can be able to do what I can do in order to focus on getting further. Oh, this one's going to be a lot of currency. 1 million. 1 million currency. Thank you very much. Alright. 8 more away now from floor 200. Then I'll be able to take and start seeing some more rewards. Ooh, a miss. Not good. Another miss. Skill issue right here, or luck issue, I suppose, would be the thing right there that's holding me back right there. We are almost there in the 200s, ladies and gentlemen. Even the Nagas are dropping some decent Orns. 100K. This one's going to be probably 100. Oh, no, 68. Oh, this one's going to be good. There we go. We're in the 200s. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in the 200s. Focus. Focus on the prize. Getting the juicy Orns from that Chimera. Another error right there. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, 592. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, thank you for getting stunned right there. Nice orange right there. 215. Come on. Let's keep on. Oh, this is going to be juicy. 323. You got some goodies on you too right there, Rada. Come on, 222. Got me a couple 100K right here. Almost 500. Very nice. Another one. Oh. Keep on. Oh no, another block. Oof. Oh. I'm gonna need to take and use a mana potion soon. My mana is pretty low, but I'm looking for a decent monster in order to wait to use one. Definitely not you. You're not the one to wait on. This one will work right here. So we'll use a super mana potion. Oh no, I'm paralyzed. That's not good. You're all right there. Let's see. Continue its attack. 230s. Here we go. What's the time we got? We got a little bit under 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 300. Can we do it? Can we do it? I'm going for it. I'm going for the distance. Hello, one viewer that was out there. Come on. You got this. The chances of me getting to 300s in the 4 minutes and change or under 4 minutes are very slim, but I'm not going to give up. Again, those big numbers for the win. Charon, thank you. Ooh, this one's going to be good. 415, thank you. Thank you. We got 250, 264K, nice. Ooh, Ratman, 434. Let's get it. Ooh, another big chunk right there, 442. Let's go. Ice Sigil, that's fine with me. It's fine with me as long as you don't blight me. That's fine with moi. Hello, viewer. Hope you are having a great day or night. I am doing some endless right now with Realm Shifter Corvus, 33 Ascension level, with mostly full Orn gear. Doing my bestest to secure myself a good amount of Orns within the next couple minutes. As you can see, I am dead now, so that's not the best, but I was able to dig and get to 270, what was it, 271 in about 18-19 minutes. I had about 20 minutes left on my boost from my previous one. I started today with 3 endless, Nessun was the 4th one. With about 2 hours worth of boost, I got 79 million Orns. Pretty good. And probably around 40 to 50 million experience points or as well, which is a pretty nice chunk of change, I have to say. Definitely not going for the maximum amount of boost, as you can see with the boost that I have here, but I managed to take and do what I could do in order to get the most out of what I did. I believe that this probably will be the closing part of my stream, so let me take and do this real quick. Okay, let me center myself a little bit so people can see me. Focus. So thank you everyone for watching this video today / live stream. I wish everyone a best day / night wherever you are in this world, and I look forward to talking and streaming to you and playing other games in the future. Have a great night, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.